What up? Good afternoon. Welcome back to the van. I don't know that I've done a van video in a while, but um, it is the afternoon. I forgot to do one of these after my coffee shopping this morning, so just peeling away for a couple minutes. Wanted to talk about journaling because I journaled this morning for a good couple hours, 2 hours, and I did it because I had been noticing some lingering is the wrong word, some thoughts and feelings that had been bubbling up here and there. And I kept kind of passing them off. Like, it's like a thought comes up and then it's like, yeah, that's there. Like, we'll just, put that over there. And like, oh, here's another thought or feeling. It's just like, I'll deal with that later. And it felt really good. I don't know the last time that I did journaling to that extent of, what's on my mind right now? What am I thinking about? What emotions am I feeling? What's occupying space in my mind? What am I struggling with? That kind of stuff. I don't remember the last time that I did that. And one of the thoughts that I wanted to think through here with you was that oftentimes when I have the idea to do some journaling, it's as if it doesn't seem as high priority as it could be, or as it ends up being. It's always like, there's just more important things that I need to do right now than this. And I always feel that, I talked about my sustainable, or the work routine that I've found sustainable in the past couple years. And that is working in the mornings, 4 hours max usually. I mean, it depends on what type of thing I'm working on, what style of work, and how intensive it is. But I often feel that giving up that work time to work on something else that is less, quote unquote, less valuable, like journaling, it's just this such a weird activity that I don't feel like it's that valuable compared to other things, but it's often the thing that like course corrects you. Or sorry, I'm very sweaty. It is 97.7 degrees in here. Like it can drastically change, maybe not drastically, but it can like course correct and change the direction that you're headed. And that's really important. So like, why is it not valuable? So anyway, sometimes I feel like it's hard to give up focused work time that could be done, producing something. But I keep coming back to this idea. My brain likes to go to, how can I scale this? What's the system behind this? Or what system can I create? And so oftentimes I'll think, I liked this journal session. I feel like I want to do it more. and should do it more. And wouldn't it be cool if, like, every 2 weeks on a Sunday afternoon I did a journaling session, or like, whatever, um, every month, or every Thursday, or every like Sunday morning, whatever. Um, but I never end up doing that, you know? And so there's that whole conversation of like, you know, don't worry about scaling if you haven't even started yet. But yeah, I have a Kanban board in my Obsidian second brain that has a column for repeated tasks. And I think the most granular, shortest duration is once a month. I could add that. I kind of do some journaling. I guess you would call it journaling during that, doing like an 80/20 of what's the 80/20 for my business work right now, what's the 80/20 for my personal life, and what's going well, what's not going well, how can I make some changes, what am I struggling with. So I already kind of do that. But yeah, I don't know. I think what I wanted to share today was I found this journaling session very helpful. And I found it particularly helpful because I had been noticing a series of repeated thoughts and feelings that had bubbled up, and I was kind of like pushing them aside, of like, I'll go to this later, there's more important things to do. But taking this time to address them, of like, all right, what, like, pull this, no, pull this thought back out. Like, who are you? Like, what are you? And why? And one of the things that I found useful as I was typing out my thoughts was I would type something out, and then the next, I hit enter a couple times, and then I would say, like, why? Why do I think this? Why do I feel this? And like, there's that, I don't know what it is, saying, piece of advice that's like the 7 levels of why, or whatever, the advice of just asking why and digging deeper into, now, why is that? Why do I feel that way? What is that an assumption that I'm making? Like, why am I making that assumption? So anyway, I hope that's helpful. If not, I'll see you tomorrow.